it's, as you do it slow, you could also, because eventually, the phrasing is going to be, no matter what you practice, you eventually reduce it to this sort of practice-sounding phrasing, which I think is the danger.
Right.
So as much as you can practice where there's something musical happening, with you, like a backing track or something, I think it'll just help your practicing sound more musical, and that means you're experiencing music rather than experiencing practice.
Right.
In my case, it was getting some books that had fingerings in 6 and 5th string root scales and 2 and 3 octaves, and then working out single string scales, and then just staring at the neck and saying to myself, see? And and then you say to yourself, now why don't you connect those two? And now do the scale just on 3 strings, And then you see, if you're dealing with a 7-note scale, a diatonic scale, then you can wander up about. If you're dealing with a pentatonic, it's a little bit harder because, you're covering a lot more ground physically, you know what I mean? It's not inching your way up like with a diatonic scale. So, but that's what I did. I started with these 2 octave scales. These 2 octave scales, these 3 octave scales, coming up one way, going down another, doing Phrygian, doing Lydian, doing Mixolydian, doing Locrian, doing Phrygian dominant, doing every scale that I could get my hands on, and then I do it in every key. And for that brief period of time when I was taking lessons from Lenny Tristano, he would have me do them harmonized as well, so I'd have to do scales harmonized in fourths. It was like, it sounded terrible, but it was like, and his thing was, don't worry about timing. He said, if you don't know what to play next, wait until you know what to play next, then play it. In other words, don't make a mistake. It was very hard to practice those lessons. And I have to say, this is off on a tangent, but the singing thing is very important. Just being able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, singing them and getting a visceral connection going with the sound of the music and your body, and getting that sort of physical recognition.